Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mountaineers offense will get the first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around it.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Pope. Here's a heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So North Carolina's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Might as well give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Pope. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. By himself, he makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little room. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Another incompletion on third down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Discards him with the stiff arm. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll take another shot here. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Pulled and finds his man on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Direct snap. Breaks the tackle. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Dropping back, it's Pope. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. First and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Going deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On his way from around the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. The sure hands, it's Cole. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught behind the line. It's Cole. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And he got it, but that thing was spinning and sputtering by the time it found its way into the right corner. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking downfield, it's Pope. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now they'll run the draw. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll pull it down and run. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds space on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
One more snap coming before halftime. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill.
The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half on the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Has to get there to move the sticks. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drop.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Back to throw, it's Pope. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The run to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Handoff to the lone back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to pass. It's Pope. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should...
Down Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good. He'll start the return inside. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Slithers into space. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. To the air, it's Pope. That's caught. It's Addison. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stat. Work in the final period of this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much appreciated lifeline. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And his first throw here is incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ramsey. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Motion from the back. He'll start this drive firing. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Now the play fake. Hit as he throws. Complete in the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rush is on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers are on the move. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he missed it. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 45 on his way. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Run the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to throw, it's Ramsey. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And for whatever reason, this quarterback has not been able to find his footing in this game. He's one of the better, more talented quarterbacks in the country. Had his guy wide open that time. He didn't have to throw it that hard. He could have just floated it to him for the easy completion, but he's just been off over and over again in this game.
And the Tar Heels looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. Touchdown, North Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Orji. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for enough?
Turning it on! Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're going to score again. Yet another down as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone in my rush.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense gets the timeout, 12 ticks left on the clock. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. They're still firing away even with this lead. He's got it! Zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.